All right, AI government contractors, if you are a small business owner who is intimidated by the time required to find contracts on Sam.gov, find potential subcontractors to partner with, and to craft proposals that win government contracts, then by the end of this video, you will discover how to use Chatgpt and Sam Search to simplify your contracting process. This year, I want to be able to equip 1,000 small businesses with the tools to write strong proposals for their government contracts and grants. If you want to be part of those businesses, please join my inner circle with the link in the description, or don't, because I want only the business owners who want to win a government contract this year. I also want to take the time to recognize Latanya and Devin, who have won contracts recently, and I'm expecting more to come. But guys, today we're going to be talking about government contracting made simple in 2025. I'm going to give you a beginner's guide. It's going to be a step-by-step breakdown on how to use artificial intelligence tools to simplify your government contracting process. While I go through this discussion, I would like you to let me know in the comments if I touch on any pain points that you are experiencing. I would just like to know in the comments. Tell me the story, please. The first one I want to talk about is feeling overwhelmed when reading government solicitations. If you've ever gone onto a government solicitation, you might notice that there's so many attachments. Just seeing the amount of attachments alone can make certain small business owners feel completely overwhelmed. But let's say you even had the tenacity, the determination to open the solicitation and start reading it. Sometimes just the language alone is so intimidating and so heavy that you may burn out on page 2. Meanwhile, the document has 30 other pages. The solicitation contains 15 other attachments, possibly of similar length, that you may need to go through to have an understanding of the solicitation. One of the problems that most small business owners face is the inability to understand the solicitation that's in front of them. Secondly, perhaps you're struggling to find subcontractors. Let's even assume that you have gone through the solicitation and you have a complete understanding of what the government is looking for, but you do not have the manpower and the resources to exactly handle that contract. You need to partner with someone else. Perhaps the contract is one that is out of state. You need to partner with another company. But you find yourself limited because you do not understand the prospecting game. You can only rely on your friend from college who owns multiple businesses, or the small network that you have on LinkedIn. That is not going to help you. All your eggs being in one basket will destroy you. You need to learn how to reach out to a cold audience of prospective subcontractors that you can possibly partner with for the contracts. And you do not know where to start when it comes to putting a bid package together. I get this question often: Godwin, how do I structure my proposal? What do I need to do to get this right? Confusion when it comes to putting a bid package together. You suffer from brain fog when it's time to write your proposal. But here's the deal. Most of the business owners I'm speaking to no longer want to face this problem. They no longer want to go through this pain. You're done playing games. You want to be in a position now where you're able to write a compliance proposal consistently to win a contract. You want to be able to understand solicitations quickly. One of the reasons you want to understand solicitations quickly is because you want to make a bid or no bid decision very fast. Is this solicitation worth pursuing? I want to come to that conclusion in under 30 minutes. You want to be able to speak to multiple subcontractors, comparing prices as opposed to being limited. You will be in a better position if you are able to collect multiple bids from subcontractors. For you to be able to collect multiple bids from subcontractors, you need to be able to find multiple subcontractors, and you need to learn how to contact them at scale. You want to be able to write proposals that are compliant in less time. You want to be able to give the government what they want so you can get what you want without expending too much of yourself. If that's what you want, then I would suggest that you follow these steps carefully. Number one, you want to ditch Sam.gov. I'm not here to bash and destroy Sam.gov. I'm sure that the website fulfills its basic function. One of the issues that we find with Sam.gov is that it's really hard to search for the contract that we are looking for, even if we have all the NAICS codes and all the keywords. So we use Sam Search to search for contracts. We use Sam Search to find subcontractors at times. We could even use Sam Search to write proposals, but the search feature within Sam Search has the ability to allow you to find more contracts than the person who is using Sam.gov. So step one is really to ditch Sam Search. If you want to get a 25% discount off the first 3 months, you need to use the keyword Godwin25 at checkout. I was able to speak to the developers to give this discount only for AI GovCon members. So it's Godwin25 at checkout. But step two, you want to use AI GovCon Proposal Builder to break down solicitations. You can get access to this in my inner circle. You can use prompts and you can train your own GPT, but the GPT that we have available has been trained based on a lot of the wins, feedback, and the ebook Government Contracting Without Tears. So the AI GovCon Proposal Builder is a GPT that is trained to break down government solicitations and write proposals in one flow. Step three, we want to search for combined synopsis and solicitations. Make sure the due date gives you enough time to actually pursue the contract. With Sam Search, you can add in all these filters to help you to filter out exactly what you want. Break down your solicitation with prompts. So there are a couple of prompts that you can use, whether it's in the beginner-friendly solicitation breakdown guide or some of the prompts that we have created within our inner circle. One of the ways that you can use Chatgpt to break down solicitations is by using prompts. Or you can train a GPT in a systematic way, which is the AI GovCon Proposal Builder. Train it in a specific way to achieve your objectives. So we have prompts like this: break down the attached documents following the instructions below. This is for a person who doesn't have the AI GovCon Proposal Builder. You want a prompt that has been curated, that you can use multiple times to achieve a certain objective. Step five, you want to use Chatgpt or Google to find companies. This is one of those processes. You can use Chatgpt search feature, or you can use Google to find these companies by asking a simple question like, what kind of companies can fulfill the work? You're referring to the companies that can fulfill, or the work rather, is the solicitation that you have attached to Chatgpt. You want to create a table of content based on your proposal. The table of content, I always say this, needs to be created based on the evaluation criteria. You can't overstress this. Stop using templates. Create your table of contents based on the evaluation criteria. But guys, I've done a lot of talking. I would like to show you how to use Sam Search to search for contracts. I'm going to show you how to use the proposal builder to break down those contracts. See you on the other side. Guys, in order for you to start using Sam Search and get 30% off, you can use the link in the description and use the code Godwin25. But today, we're going to be looking for contracts in professional training services. So let's type in the keyword professional training. Let's find out what kind of professional training services the government are looking for today. German language training services. This is due in 9 days. The Department of State is seeking contractors to provide German language training services focusing on speaking, listening, and reading skills for various proficient levels. The training will include job-relevant vocabulary and material contextualized for Germany, preparing learners for FSI proficiency test. The contract spans 1 year, starting September 28th, 2025, with 4 optional 1-year extensions. This sounds pretty cool for anyone who's a German instructor. As you can see with Sam Search, one of the great things about the interface is that it gives you a smart summary immediately. So you have an idea of what the contract is all about, and you can make a quick bid or no bid decision based on what you're reading. This is very important for people who optimize for speed. Also, the interface allows you to see all the information that you need, from the notice type to the buyer, to the office, to the place of performance, very quickly at one glance. So, okay. And then we have a description and we have the attachment. So this is actually a pre-solicitation notice, which is interesting. We can still look through this. But what I wanted to show you with Sam Search is you have so much functionality. It's going to give you similar active opportunities. And all of this, you're going to see education center, proctor services, solicitation notice for Serbian language instructor, maintenance and repair of door, gates, and barriers. Okay, so these two are not really similar, perhaps because of the nature of this contract. It's not every time we're looking for a language instructor, but we can see that even the Serbian language instructor contract appeared under similar opportunities. We can also look at the analytics, top small business contractor, Department of State. So we have the departments there. We have awarded contracts, and we even have subcontractors. So this is what the tool offers and more. But today we're focusing really on the search feature and some of that information that it gives us. At the AI GovCon, we actually break things down with the AI GovCon Proposal Builder. If you're familiar with the prompts that I have shown you, then you're going to have a different experience on this. This is only available to my inner circle members. So if you want to join the inner circle, you can use the link in the description. But I want to go through this pre-solicitation, and I want to use a simple break this down. I don't have to go too far using some really like jujitsu level prompts when I have already trained the GPT to break down the solicitations in a specific way. So here we go. Solicitation summary. This is the German language training services. The issuing agency is the Regional Procurement Support Office and the U.S. Consulate General, Frankfurt, Germany. Okay. This is also to procure structured German language training services for the U.S. government personnel in Germany, supporting mission readiness. So the scope is all about the delivery of the German language instruction, elementary to general professional proficiency. So as you can see, the information is laid out very simply. Just with one prompt, we know that this is a pre-solicitation. We have been able to identify the title and the number. We have been able to identify the issuing agency, purpose, scope of work, and contract type. Let's see the evaluation criteria. It's going to be on compliance, technical ability to deliver in country language training, ability to obtain required local authorization, and registration to Sam.gov, possibly price, past performance, and technical approach. So it gives you all this information. With one prompt, it's not a jujitsu level prompt. You have the ability to make a bid or no bid decision very quickly. Here's the SOW summary and the submission instructions. And it also follows up with you, like, would you like to proceed with the mandatory screening questions? These mandatory screening questions are questions related to your company, name, URL, and if you are subcontracting the work. And let's say, for example, you do not want to move forward because you do not understand the submission instructions yet. You could easily say, hey, give me more details on the submission instructions. So to get more details on these submission instructions, all you need to do, you can bypass the follow-up because the follow-up is always going to come back. Detailed submission instructions, solicitation release, June 2025. So this is a pre-solicitation. You can start following this and making some submissions. September 28th, it's a fixed price 1 base year plus 4-year option. Okay. So when submitting your proposal, you must address and provide documentation for the following: compliance with DOSAR. So this is a mandatory and major compliance gate. You must demonstrate your ability to operate legally in Germany. You are required to include steps taken for in-country authorization, summary of requirements and actions, estimated timelines, personnel entry of work, Sam.gov registration, proposal format. I get this question a lot. How do I format my proposal? Here you go. Staffing plan, technical approach, company qualification, past performance, pricing, authorization documents, and then submission methods. And it gives you the contact information. Guys, if you're looking to get access to this kind of bot, I suggest you join the inner circle. Use the link in the description. I'll see you later.